Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Abdur Rahim from Boys Higher Secondary School, Tartpura. Today I am going to deliver lecture for class 12th, subject economics, and today's topic is new topic which I am going to start, that is meaning and functions of money. My dear students, first of all, we must know what is money. Money is an instrument that serves as. In short, I am going to explain it. I will repeat it. Money is an instrument that serves as number one, a medium of exchange, number two, a measure of value, number three, a store of value, and number four, a standard for deferred payments. Dear students, what is this money? Basically, money was introduced as an instrument of exchange. Accordingly, money meant anything which served as a medium of exchange. With the passage of time, people started serving terms of money. Accordingly, money as a store of value also came to be linked with the meaning of and definition. Besides, money was recognized as a measure of value. Further, money started serving as a standard of deferred payment. Accordingly, money come to be defined as an instrument of medium of exchange, store of value, measure of value, and standard of deferred payment. Now, what are the functions of the value? What are the functions of money? Functions of money. Functions of money are classified into two categories. Number one, primary or main functions. We can say primary functions or main functions of money. Number two, secondary functions, or we can say subsidiary function of money. What is first primary or main function of money? It is medium of exchange. It is medium of exchange. It means that money acts as a medium for the sale and purpose of goods and services. In the absence of money, goods were exchanged for goods. This required double coincidence of funds. Accordingly, exchange was difficult and therefore limited. Introduction of money has been separated the acts of the sale and purchase. Double coincidence of funds is no longer required. Exchange is now much simpler and is therefore unlimited. This has raised the overall level of economic activity in an economy. Production is now market oriented rather than subsistence oriented. Number two, money of value or money medium of exchange or primary or year. Now, number two is measure of value, or we can say units of value. Money serves as a measure of value in terms of units of account. Units of account means that the value of each good or service is measured in the money limit, in the money unit. Measurement of money was very difficult. In the barter system, one good was valued in terms of the other. There was no common unit of value. Introduction of money has removed this difficulty. Now each good is valued in terms of money, or the price of each good is expressed in terms of money, like rupees in India and dollars in USA. Accordingly, accounting has become simple and easy. Now the students, number two is, first it was primary, now secondary or subsidiary functions. There are three functions of this, including in this secondary value. Standard standard of deferred payment. Standard of deferred payment. Deferred payment refers to those payments which are made sometimes in the future
Example, money has made deferred payments much easier than before. When we borrow money from somebody, we have to return both the principal as well as the interest amount. It is difficult to make such transactions in terms of goods and services. Imagine that you have taken a loan from somebody in terms of wheat. How difficult it is to return this loan in terms of wheat of the same quality. Money performs this function most effectively. However, let us not ignore the demerit of money as a standard of deferred payment. While the value of money falls owing the price rise, creditors stand to lose while the debtors stand to gain. Number two is store of value. Store of value implies store of wealth. Storing wealth has become considerably easy with the introduction of the money. Stored wealth is a source for future investment. It was not convenient to store value in the barter system of exchange because goods tend to wear out or perish. On the other hand, it is convenient to store value in terms of money because money has the merits of general acceptability. Value of money remains relatively stable. Number three is transfer of money. What is transfer of money? Money of value. It is the third function of the secondary or subsidiary function of money, that is transfer of value. Money also serves as a convenient mode of transfer of value. Goods are purchased from far off places, both for consumption as well as investment. You need purchasing power at those places where goods are purchased. You need to transfer purchasing power from the place of your residence. Money performs this function very well. It can be easily transferred from one place to the other. By facilitating transfer of value, money has promoted both consumption expenditure as well as investment expenditure across all parts of the world. In fact, it is the owing to this function of money that the concept of global economy has come into existence. Now, dear students, I hope that the new topic, meaning and functions of money, which I have shared with you, discussed with you, I hope that it is clear to you because you have already discussed this about this topic in PUC class and class in the previous class. So tomorrow, inshallah, we will go ahead with new lecture of the same topic, that is function supply of money. Assalamu alaikum.